If you're interested in FIFA Mobile, I currently have a second channel where we run a FIFA Mobile Road to Glory, link down below. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. And yesterday brought about some really unexpected news, and that is that David Beckham has been added to the FIFA 21 database in the new PC update. Console players will get this update on, I would assume Tuesday. They use PC as a guinea pig. Basically, PC updates are far easier to push them. All they have to do is click a button and it's done. When it comes to consoles, they have to get approval from whichever console they want to push the update to. I think PlayStation have got a new understanding with them so that they're basically the same rights as the PC, or more or less. Whether that's going to happen sooner rather than later, I don't know. But what I do know is that in that recent update, there were a few celebrity faces. Lewis Hamilton, Dua Lipa, and David Beckham were added to Volta. And what makes it a little bit more interesting is that we have in-games, well, not in-games, we have sort of face stats for all three cards. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I can't find the other two. I've got a picture on my phone of it, because I took a screenshot yesterday because I knew this would happen and I would fail to find them. But I've made the cards. So on screen for you right now, for what we're looking at, we'll go through from the base card to the mid and then to the prime, and then we'll go onto the game itself and search for them, because I'm on PC myself. And you can actually search for David Beckham on the market. You can't, for whatever reason, get him in concepts, but we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the base card. Now, this isn't the image. Now, this is actually an image from when he played for AC Milan. The image itself is from when he played at Man United. It was sort of like 1998 or something. You know, he had like, he was like the most iconic David Beckham, I feel. I don't know. A lot of people think the shaved head Beckham is the most iconic one, but for me, it's that sort of blonde, sort of spiky hair. Anyway, why are we talking about his hairstyle? David Beckham's 87 card is a centre mid. The other two are right mids. 78 pace means he is the slowest of the three. I'm not sure I agree with it, because the mid is the previous version in real life to this, and then the prime is his 2002 sort of career, if you will, when he scored that free kick against Greece. But I think that was 2002. I'm going off pure memory here, but I don't understand how he went from being 80 pace to 78 pace, then back to 80 pace. But either way, EA have done that. He's got 85 dribbling, 84 shooting, 92 passing, decent defending as well, which is not something that I ever remember him being able to do. But it does give you an option, especially for the base card, and this is the one that I think I'm more interested in. It's because I could naturally get him into a team and play him as a secondary CM. That's the only position in my club I think he would actually play, and I'd like to explore that. I've wanted David Beckham in FIFA for as long as I can remember. Whether he'll be added to Ultimate Team or not remains to be seen. He is searchable within Ultimate Team, but that doesn't mean an awful lot. There have been a few players over the years that have been searchable in Ultimate Team that have never really materialized. But if you remember last year, they added Riquelme during a FIFA cycle. Normally it's, well, these are the new icons at the start of the year, but if they are struggling for a license and they planned to add him at the start of FIFA 21, they couldn't get the deal pushed through, and now all of a sudden they won't be shy in introducing him into the database, is what I'm saying. So when they drop icons at the end of this week, hopefully, he could be part of them. They could kick it off with David Beckham is now an SBC. Can you imagine? Speaking of David Beckham, as we do, 89 rated David Beckham looks like this. 80 pace, 85 shooting, 92 passing, 86 dribbling, 68 defending, and 80 physical. It's not a world away from what the base card looks like. He's got 2 extra pace, he's got 1 extra shooting, he's got 1 extra defending, 1 extra dribbling, 3 less defending, and 2 more physical. So it's not a massive upgrade to the 87, and it is a right mid. So if you do plan on using him as a secondary CM of sorts, I think you're probably better off going for the base card, I mean, you know, assuming these actually come out, this is all pure speculation as of right now. Of course, here is the Prime. This is the be-all and end-all, the biggest one. I say the biggest one. There will be a Moments card as well, theoretically. So he should be 93. Now, these are official stats, by the way. This isn't me speculating. This is what is in the game as of right now. I'm not quite sure how people find the in-games of these cards because I can't find them. I mean, I'm on PC and I don't know where to look to find the in-game stats of these, or the stats of the players. I'm not really sure where people have got this from, but 80 pace, 87 shooting, 95 passing, 88 dribbling, 69 defending, and 82 physical. That looks like a very good card. Whether you play him as a right mid, whether you play him as a centre mid, whatever you decide to do with him, that looks like the one. I mean, the 87 is the one that I would personally want, but the 92, for obvious reason, is the one that I think we all want. So we're on the squad screen, and now I'm going to search up for David Beckham. If we just type in Beckham, and bear in mind I'm on the PC, just so you know, so you're unlikely. I don't think console has this, of course, because you do need the update to see him within the database. You can see that he has an 87, an 89, and a 92. Now, why would there be 3 versions of David Beckham if he were not being added to Ultimate Team? If he was just being added to Volta as a playable character, like Lewis Hamilton, Dua Lipa, and all the rest of them, why would they feel the need to give him 3 variations, a base card, a mid, and a prime, like any other icon? You can't search up. So, for example, an icon that is already in the game. Let's have a look for Dennis Bergkamp, right? Dennis Bergkamp has 3 versions in the game because the Moments hasn't been added to the database yet. Whether they actually add Moments or not is something else altogether, really, because we don't know yet. We assume they will, but they haven't yet. So we have 3 versions of the icon, and it's exactly the same when it comes to David Beckham. Now, what you can normally do is add a player like this into concepts. So if I take the base, you can see his image right there. And then we go on to concepts and we click search, and there is no item available. So they haven't added the actual physical card yet. However, they have added the player. They've made him searchable, and they've given him 3 versions of the card, the base, the mid, and the prime. And again, same deal. If we go over to the market and we search up David Beckham, you can see 3. Let's have a look for the base. We'll click search. Someone said that he's on the market yesterday. I don't believe it for a second because the card isn't even in concept. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past EA to somehow release a card on the market without having the card in concept, because let's be honest, it's EA. Anything is possible, but I don't think so, you know. But you can see his images there. They're all in game. You would have probably seen this from other people, but I don't know how many of them play PC. So you can see that all three of the images completely different, as per with 3 icon cards for different versions of his career. And that's what makes it even more compelling. Not just that there's an 87, an 89, and a 92. It's the fact that we have 3 different images corresponding to each card, which obviously alludes to the fact that he's from different eras. You know, this is the sort of England scoring against Greece David Beckham, and the previous one is an earlier version, and the one before that is a little bit later. So yeah, it's interesting. It is probably the icon I've wanted most in FIFA since they added Jari Litmanen, to be honest, because Jari Litmanen is my favourite player of all time, but David Beckham, the free kicks this guy can bend in, and I mean, I have Messi in my team, and he takes my free kicks and he scores nearly all of them. But move over Lionel Messi, because David Beckham is on the way. I really hope, really hope they add him when they put Icon SBCs out later this week. Even if they don't give us the mid or even the prime version, they just say, look, here's the 87. I don't care, I am doing it. Whichever version of this card they drop is the one I'm going after first. Even if, and I know I'm going to say this, I know you don't care, but the people who are on the road to glory, you might care. Even if they drop Jari Litmanen as an SBC, I will be completing David Beckham first, because obviously he's brand new. And I just want him in the team, just taking free kicks, even if it means suffering in performance, because I don't think these cards are going to be that great in game, besides taking free kicks and just trying to rake long passes 75 yards. In fact, I might even play him at right back and just try and aim for the left wing every single time. That is going to do it for this little video. I know a lot of people have been making this type of thing, but I thought, well, as I'm on PC, you can actually search up the player. I mean, I can't actually show you the in-game stats, of course. I don't know how people have got sort of in-game stats. I've searched everywhere. I've gone to Volta, I've gone to Kickoff, I've gone to Korea, whatever I've gone to, he's not there. So I don't really know how people have gone and searched up the stats, but they have. And yeah, it's looking promising. Fingers crossed, eh? If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know what you think of David Beckham potentially being added to the database in the comments. And until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.